thought we'd come see the little chaps for a change. I do put little bits of bread out. They do like to peck at a bit and then take a bit back for the rest of the family. It's not a lot of good for them. There's vitamins or whatever in bread that helps them. But again, they've got what's he up to there? They've got a good balance of fat balls and nuts too. I think I've been rumbled. Oh, hello. Been rumbled. This was supposed to be a little piece about... There's nobody up there. Oh, yes, there is. Yeah, there's somebody in there. That's why he's standing on the table. Here we go. Well, standing in, don't get tummies filled. Must just cut off that little corner bit of that bush there. I'm not quite sure. Is that some sort of female blackbird? I think it is. Well, Woody's decided to come up and have a bit of a look-see. He edges around that hoop, and he'll probably try to share nicely, but of course, due to his size, it might not go quite as well as the... not as well as the blackbird might have hoped, but Woody's in. Blackbird on the top. Let's have a little pop down and see. What we little one go with there. Alright, so I think it's a blackbird. There's a few blackbird, or is it a starling? I'm not quite sure. I'm sure somebody will tell me. There's one. You take that home now, won't eat it. He'll have a little bit for himself first. There you are. Nobody will know. Take the rest home. Go on. Off you go. Oh, you can't eat all that. He has to. Take that bit as well. He must be a bit more bird-truistic. He must share. Take some home. Meanwhile, let's have a look what's going on that pole. Woody's there alone at the moment. He's just filling his boots. Down here we've got a little one that seems to be wanting to fill his tum. They've had the fat balls all day, so they probably have like a little change. I've been picking that bit up. He's nearly his too. He's nearly all that too. Come on now, what about taking some home? He's thinking, shan't I? No, I'll eat it. Yes. There's got to be a bit more somewhere. Actually, there's a large piece. Take a bit home now, come on. You can't just eat everything on the ground yourself. Oh, and there's there's a Woody alert up there. Those two have decided who's going to have their stuff first. Meanwhile, he's still deciding what to do. Oh, his mates come now as well. Gotta be a little bit quieter for the sparrows. It's skittish. What's going on? Yeah, there's not much changed up there. They are a bit slow to get organised. He's trying the old down to the table and attack from below tactic, which has worked marvellously in this cage court. 6 hit out of the ground. Well done, Woody. That's half the battle. Now you just got to get yourself into the tree. It's like what was it, that Eurovision game program that they used to have on? They could have a huge pole and dress up the competitors like wood pigeons and just you could bounce you off onto the the swimming pool below, which is full of beans or something. Meanwhile, down here, he's found himself another little bit of bread, which he's deciding what to do with. I think it's a bit stuck to the ground a bit, actually, so I don't she'll get much luck there. Meanwhile, how's Woody getting on? He's awful busy today, crumbs. We hardly keep abreast of. That's a bit pigeon breast, yes. Cranberry sauce. Come on, Woodstock, we're rooting for you. You know you want to just hop across into that seed tree. Everybody's watching you all over the world live. Millions of wood pigeons, too. Oh, and he went to all that effort to displace his fellow Woodstock. And now he's acting like he's not bothered. Well, if you're not bothered, Woody, you're not bothered. But I would. See if he turned the other way. He's faced. There you are. There, you heard me. Turn the other way. Now just hop over onto that. Oh, God, it's like I've trained them. Pavlov, eat your heart out. He's there, and he'll now commence the head jackhammering up and down as he devours as much seed as he can in as short a space of time as possible. You never know what might come along in my garden. As some of you know, let's have a little bit of a pan back, see what's going on around. There's a lovely bit of sun coming out. Lovely bit of sun. The little ones have given up for the moment. And, well, we just have a little quick look at Hugo. That's Hugo. That's not Hugo. Hugo. Actually, it's quite interesting. I've had Hugo for 2 years. He was a rescue cat. And he's a long-haired, grey-haired creature with similar colour to the wood pigeons, in fact, which are that sort of shade of grey. Now, not only is then the furniture a shade of grey, you move inside into my house. Well, this shade of grey, it's all shades of grey. Even my laptop, even my bedspread, which is a Hugo free zone. I don't know what's on. Anyway, I digress. Now, he's happy enough. I'm happy enough. Lovely to see the sun is shining on that little tree next to him. He's just that little trim. I'm not that good in the garden. Diabetic nonsense that my hands don't work too well. There we are. What's happening? Anything up there? Anything of interest? Anybody up on top of the bar? Nope. Nobody around. Up on the seed and water feeder table there. Nothing. There's always a little blue flower there. Blue for Chelsea playing tonight. Certainly at West Ham, that's about a 7-0 win, I'd have thought. But more importantly, I must see Preston and Derby County draw, which would suit Cardiff City's promotion hopes hugely. Not that any of this is of any interest to Woody. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. Only people out there, and I just don't know if you saw the one from last night. I wander around my garden at night. I caught Harry the Hedgehog coming in for his supper. Zed scuttled off. This is probably back there somewhere in my timeline, and this will end up on YouTube as well, no doubt. Well, no doubt we'll have a wander around my